You know, it's interesting. People pay really close attention because they know us so well. It's like, this episode, something is off. And they say your body language and the way we were sitting on the couch, you know, people really, really, they pay attention. Mm-hmm. And I was like, I have to agree that we just weren't in a good space when we filmed that first episode, just because the energy in the house was off, period. The energy in the house was off, energy in our relationship has been a bit off, and it's
them kids.
Well, I mean, we're back to being empty nesters, and
they came back with, like, they just took over the house. It was definitely a shift, you know, and when one kid is off, it throws everybody off. You got to learn how to manage. I think that's what I learned, and that's why I tried to push through, because when there's one thing going on with one child, you can't neglect the other two. You know what I mean? Because they're fine. Like, you mad at that one, not me. You know?
Well, you can't, not just the other two, but your husband as well.
Well, I can say the same thing to you.
Well, you can. You didn't, though.
Yeah, no, but you know, you're really funny. That's all I'm going to say. When he was going through stuff years ago, I was there for him. When I go through my little things, Royale he's so militant. He expects me, take it on the chin and keep it moving. What? How do you, no. First of all, I'm a female. I have hormones. I go through different things. I process different. And you're not warm and fuzzy. And I need warm and fuzzy. So I had to step away from him because he's not warm and fuzzy. I just need, you know, give me a nice hug. Come up under me. Let's, you know, what you want to do? You want to watch TV? Okay. No, you're not that. You're not that. Get off of me. Get off.
You want me on. You know you do.
So, he's not warm and fuzzy. So
I'm very warm and fuzzy when you allow me to be.
No.
Stop. Where you going?
No, I don't want it now.
You don't?
Nope. I'm dealing with it on my own.
You sure you don't want it now?
Let's
now.
Talk.
Okay. You sure you don't want it? Because
I don't want it right now. We're talking. So I don't need you hugging on me right now. So what I'm saying is, you do not know how to comfort me when I'm going through things. You're there
because you're not going through it by yourself. We're going through it together.
I'm going through what I'm going through. You don't understand. No. What I'm saying.
I'm sorry, I cut you off. Go ahead.
What I'm saying is, it may be the same incident. You're processing it the way you're processing it. I'm doing it the same, processing it in my own way. But you can't get mad at me because I still want to talk about it, or I'm hashing it out, or, you know, it affected me in a certain way, and you just, I'm done with it. I don't want to talk about it. It is what it is, and we'll keep going. That's not how I process stuff, you know? Sometimes I need to talk it over a couple of times. I need it to get out.
But can I say something? No, I'm asking you because if you need to keep going, I'll be quiet. I'm being courteous.
Be quiet. So I find like you're not the best person to go to in times of distress, or if I'm going through things, because your thing is, life is good. We're good. Everybody's fine. You know, and for me, that's not enough. That's not enough. So there's where as women, we have our support group. You have your girlfriends, you have your cousins, you have your sister, you have your BFF, you have whoever to kind of to fill in the empty spaces that your partner, I'm not even going to say husband, your spouse, your partner may not be able to do. And I don't expect you to be able to give me 100%, but you're just not, you know, I'll give you what I can give you. I'm going to take whatever you take, and whatever is left over, I'm going to get it elsewhere. And I don't know if that's a good thing or bad thing, because I think that's where some people, you know, not us, but I could see how when something is up in the air, or you guys aren't on the same page and you're not getting that support from your spouse, how people go outside. It could just be to a bar to have a drink, and little Sally is sitting there, little Becky, and Becky, and before you know it, they in a full-fledged fucking affair. All I'm saying is it's easy to see how it happens, because you feel like the person in your safety zone or your safety net can't hear you. So then you go outside and you start, you know what I'm saying? And I'm not doing that, but I have good girlfriends. I have my friends. I have my sister that I can bounce things off of when Royale isn't giving me I understand. Like, that's what I need because that's how I grew up. I'm very, very maternal. My grandmother put me in her arms. We sat, mwah, 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 mwah. I'm just like that. And Royale, I don't know I don't think he grew up that way. A whole lot of kisses, it's 14 of them. It was one of me. Anything went down with me, I had support. I had my grandmother, I had my grandfather, I had my mom. It's just me. You know what I mean? So there's been a lot in this relationship that he doesn't get, like vacations and this and that. I just grew up differently. So we haven't had too many crises, and this is not a crisis by any means, but when we hit something that we're not eye to eye or whatever, I find that the comfort or the coping between the two of us sometimes is off, and we don't know how to support one another. That's what I will say. Because you not talking about it or, moving on and I'm still a little upset or whatever, I'm going to just have to deal with it. I'm going to have to take that one. But it doesn't make me feel good moving forward. If we go through something, then I'm not even going to share my feelings. I'm just going to figure it out on my own. Now you can go.
Okay. All right. So, I hear you first and foremost, but I think you have to embrace the fact that we are always going through whatever we're going through together. And so you have your way of processing it and dealing with it, and I have my way of processing and dealing with it. Now, in a perfect world, we would be talking about the thing. Maybe we'll talk about the thing on a later episode or the podcast, because I think that's ultimately what we're going to do. But the reality is that if I've already kind of had the funeral for something, and again, April said there's no crisis, but it's just an issue we were trying to manage. And for me, I have learned to kind of manage things and push beyond them. I think in this particular situation, and you've even admitted it, the thing that we were having a challenge with, you were taking more personal than I was. So I think another thing that is playing a factor in this is that I have multiple things on my plate that I have to manage right now. And for me, I'm able to compartmentalize these things so that if I'm looking to have any level of success in the things I have on my plate, I have to be able to compartmentalize these things and isolate so that I can push and move them, get them moving. And so when I process these things and I've kind of like put them to bed for myself, I've had the funeral, whatever, and move beyond it. And then if I think that I've gone through whatever version of it that I needed to go through with you, and then it comes up again, and then you bring it up again, and then you bring it up again, at a certain point, I'm going to be like, okay, how much longer are we going to have to stay in this space with this thing, right, before we can move on and get back to us? Because the thing is now starting to infringe on my personal time with you. That's, like, for me, that's where I am with it. And
I know, but there is no time frame. You can't tell somebody get over it, or
did I ever tell you to get over it?
No, but you made a comment. You was like, I'll let you talk and talk and talk, or something like that. You said, I was like, wow.
No, what I said was you went on for a half hour straight.
Yes. And you're supposed to be there. If you don't listen to it, who's going to listen to it?
You just said that you have your sister, you have these people.
Yeah,
first you said earlier,
you
said you have nobody. First on the front end of this, you said, I have all of these people and you don't have anybody. Then you just said you have your sister. Who doesn't have
anybody?
You said that earlier. You said you made the comment that I have all these people that I have access to.
Me.
My BFF. Was that you saying that about
yes.
you and me? Oh, so you do have people
yes.
you can talk to.
But that's only because you're not listening. So you just admitted, like, you went on for a half hour. That hurt my feelings. I'm going to tell you that. So I just want you to know, I'm going to let you know that I'm going to stop coming to you. And I don't know what that's going to look like, but you're not going to know what's going on with me if you're going to be like, you went on for a half hour. I don't care if I go on for 2 hours. You sit there and you listen. Because somebody else going to listen. If you're not going to listen, somebody else going to listen. Right?
Hey, I mean, if your answer is you're not going to come to me in the future with stuff, then that's what I have to accept.
Okay. Go ahead.
No, you go ahead. I mean,
No, I'm done. I just as long as you know.
Okay, so
Okay.
as they say where I'm from, don't do me no favors. But that's a choice.
Hey.
That's a choice.
Nobody want to hear it. And you went on for a half hour? Wow.
No, again,
wow.
If it's the third and fourth time and I got this, it does matter.
It doesn't matter. We're still going through things with that. Like, it doesn't matter. It's not going to be the end. So, it doesn't matter. I could talk about it until we're 90. You should be willing to listen. If that's all I'm asking for you to be a good listener, what do you want from me? Tell me what you need. I need you to listen, and you don't listen. Because you got a number in your head. If I listen to it 3 times, you should be done. There's no number. When I'm done, I'm done. When I'm done, you won't hear about it. And that's what marriage is. If you aren't willing to listen and you think I have a time frame or how many times I could talk about something, then that is a huge issue. Because we are married, and I don't care what I'm talking about. You should listen. I listen to your stories.
Yeah, but my stories don't have the emotional component.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah, it does matter. It's different.
Not. It's like going through therapy. Like, if I'm asking you to listen, I don't even need to say I'm asking you to listen. If we're having a conversation or I start a conversation, you should listen. Because
no, I do
it's
listen.
Therapeutic for me.
No. Wait. Don't sit here and suggest that I don't listen to you when you have something and you come to me. There's a very specific thing that we were trying to manage that was very challenging because there was an emotional piece to it. There's a lot of
it was huge. It was a lot. It was a lot. But what I've come to realize is that I don't care if I'm talking about the cats outside 1,000,000 times. When I start talking about the cats, you should sit down and listen about the cats. It doesn't matter what I'm saying. And you're not willing to do that because you have things to do. And I swear, I know you're doing business stuff, but I do 90% of the kids stuff. From Joey, Royce, and Ross is all here. I don't give you that stuff because I know you're doing all this other stuff. When we got out the movies last night, I called them in order. I called Joey, I called Royce, I called Ross. You know why? They are the only things that matter in my life. And I'm about to cry.
You can cry. Well, first of all, they was texting us through the whole goddamn movie, so.
I need some water.
You got plenty of water right there, so.
Do it till the morning.